What's up, everybody? It is Amrinder Singh. So, today we're going to learn some passive verbs. So, if you guys don't know what the passive verbs are, basically, like if I give you example, dekhna, right? Dekhna means when you watch something, you look something, or you see something, right? Because you do this activity by yourself. What if somebody makes you to see something, right? That means dekhona. In English, we have kind of two different verbs like dekhona means show, when you show something to somebody. So basically, these kind of words are a little different, like a see, watch, look, and show, right? But in Punjabi, it's pretty similar, like a dekhna means see, dekhona means show. Dekhona is a passive verb. Like basically, this activity, somebody is helping you to show you something, right? That's the passive thing. And even the other verbs, basically when it's passive, is ending with like a ona, dekhona, hasona, jagona, something like that. Most of the verbs, they just ending with ona at the end. Those are the passive. I think these are very important. We use it a lot, right? When any kind of activity you are doing, but you are basically doing it passively. Maybe you are not doing, somebody is doing for you. That time we use these kind of words. Wait a minute, if you don't understand what I mean, just wait and listen. I'm gonna explain everything you need to know. So before I start the lesson, I wanna let you know that you can follow me on Instagram where I explain short Punjabi videos, alright? When people are doing the street talk, they are speaking so colloquial way. I explain what does it mean, which you don't find in the textbook. Make sure you follow me on the Instagram. I also post a lot of Punjabi stuff on Facebook as on YouTube. And another thing, if you like my podcast or other platform, so and you want to support me, then you can support me on Patreon and PayPal. Links are in the description. It would also help me to make more content. So all the links are in the description. Just check it out. So now let's kick this thing off. So today I'm gonna tell you like a 10 verbs. I'm gonna tell you how we use it as actually, how we use them passively. And I'm not gonna include this one. I already explained. Dekhna, basically it was a bonus. I'm gonna tell you extra 10 verbs. Alright. So okay, first verb is peena. Peena means drink. When you drink something like I wanna drink water, you say my pani peena. If you already drank the water, you say my pani pee liya. Something like that. Which you do activity as actively, right? But in passively you say peona, right? Peona when you give somebody water, not just you just give the water, basically you make them drink. How? Like for example, if they're a baby, you are just making him drink, or you are helping him to drink the water. You hold the glass and you are just helping. That time you would use, like if you're doing that activity, then you say ਮੈਂ ਜਵਾਕ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਆਈ ਜਾਨਾ, right? Jawak means a kid. I know probably a lot of people don't know what is the jawak. Maybe you only heard the bacha, right? Bacha means kid, but we also use jawak, and some people also use nyani or nyana, right? Nyani is plural, nyana is singular. Keep in mind, we also, most of the people I think use like a jawak and nyana. We use bache very rarely. But anyway, so peena, right? When you drink the water, piona, when you make somebody drink the water, or you help somebody to drink the water, all right? Karna, again, when you eat something, right? मैं सेव खाता, I eat the apple, right? But if you make somebody eat the apple, you say मैं सेव खवाया. It didn't mean you just forcefully you make somebody to eat apple. It didn't mean that. You basically help them, right? Like you give food or apple to a baby, you hold the apple, you let him the bite. That time you would say मैं ਜਵਾਕ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਓ ਖਵਾਇਆ, right? Khana and karvona, right? Now I use khvaya because we were using in the past, but the verb name is karvona, right? But if you want to use it in the future, you won't use that. You say मैं खवाऊंगा, मैं तेनू सेव खवाऊंगा. It means I'll give you apple to eat or you help them to eat, right? If you say मैं सेव खाऊंगा, it means you eat the apple, right? खाऊंगा and खवाऊंगा, you can see the difference very clearly, all right? So let's take next word, khedna, when you play, right? And the passive is khedona, when you make somebody play, or maybe you are coach of that team, you're making them play, right? That time you say मैं ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੜਾਈ ਜਾਣਾ or ਮੈਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੜਾਈ ਜਾਣਾ, right? You are helping them or you just guiding them. You are not like playing yourself. That's why it's passively. You are doing the activity passively. खड़ाउना, alright? But if you would be playing, then you say khedna, right? Like if you wanna choose in country dance, like मैं खेडी जाना, मैं खेडी जाना. But if you are just a coach, you're helping them, whatever, you're guiding them, then you say मैं उन्हें खड़ाई जाना, खेडी जाना and खड़ाई जाना. There's a difference, right? So yeah, so these verbs also, you know, we use differently. Of course, they change according to pronouns, tenses, future, past, right? But I'm not talking about that one. I'm only talking about this difference, passive verbs and the active verbs. If I have to explain everything, how they change in past, future, something like that, it's gonna be taking me fucking all day anyway. Just understand there are difference two types of verbs, all right? So let's take another example. uh karna, all right? Karna means do, but the passive verb is karvona, right? Like if you say ਕੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਿਆ, I did a lot of work yesterday, right? ਕਰਿਆ, you use ਕਰਿਆ. But if you made somebody to work, maybe you hire somebody, right? Maybe you make somebody to work forcefully, whatever. That time you say मैं वो तो बहुत काम करवाया, right? I make him work a lot. How to say? Not like that. Yeah, you would say like I make him do a lot of work, all right? So karna, when you do yourself, karvona, when you make somebody, or you just basically this activity you're doing passively, right? You hire somebody, he is doing for you. He is doing for you. You are the person behind that activity, right? That's why it belongs to you passively. All right, that term you say karvaya. So another word, jagna, when you wake up, right? Jagna. But if you make somebody wake up, that's jagona, right? Jagna, jagona, there's a difference. Another word, pajjna, all right? Like when you run, pajjna. मैं बहुत तेज भजदा, right? I run very fast. ਕੱਲ ਮੈਂ 2 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਭੱਜਿਆ. Yesterday I ran 2 kilometers. Basically ਭੱਜਣਾ when you ran. ਭਜਾਉਣਾ to make somebody run, right? Like a lot of people use like ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਗੱਡੀ ਭਜਾਉਂਦਾ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਗੱਡੀ ਭਜਾਉਂਦਾ, or ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੇਜ਼ ਗੱਡੀ ਭਜਾਉਂਦਾ. It means he drives the car very fast. Now here he is not running himself. He is basically making the car run fast. He's doing that activity passively. That's why it's a pajjona. When you run, that's pajjana. When you make somebody run, that's pajjona. All right? Maybe you just want to like beat somebody and the guy just run. It means you will say मैं उन्हें भजाता. All right? Basically you are the person behind that activity. He had to run, all right? So that's why these verbs are called passive verbs. So another word, banvona, when you make something. Banvona, when you basically hire somebody to make something. For example, if you made a house, you say मैं घर बनाया, I made the house. But if you hire somebody who make the house yourself for you, right? So then you say मैं घर बनवाया. When you say मैं घर बनवाया, it means you hire somebody who can make your house. You hire somebody, but you are the person behind that activity. That time you say बनवाया. You don't say बनाया. बनाया means when you do yourself, when you made the house with your hands, but you didn't do it. That's in that case you say बनवाया. If you do that, then you say बनाया. Banaya and banvaya, two different words. All right. I know basically a lot of Punjabi learners, they struggle with these kind of verbs. Most of the people who learn Punjabi, they use just active verbs. They don't use the passive. You need to use the passive verbs. Anyway, let's take another verb, deena. When you give somebody, right? Devona, devona, right? When you help somebody to give something. For example, if I give you a chocolate, right? I say मैं तेन chocolate देता. But if I help you to get the chocolate, that time मैं तेन chocolate दवाया. Maybe there's another guy, he's a chocolate. You want to take that chocolate. Maybe he's not giving you. But I told him, hey, give it to this person, whatever. He just gave it to you because of me. Then I will say मैं तेन chocolate दवाया. Right? Dena means kind of when you give somebody directly, and devona means when you help somebody to get something. All right. So next verb utarna. Utarna means when you just go down, not like basically not go down. Like basically, if you're on the tree, right? If you go on the ground, you say मैं उतर गया, right? Like I just like went down the ground. I just on the come to the ground, right? Uttar gaya. But like if you help somebody, maybe there's a kid on the tree, he can't come to the ground, and you help him. You like just hold him and just help him to uh, go on the ground. That time you say मैं उतारता. Uttarna when you do it, you do the activity. Tarna when you help somebody to go on the ground activity. So anyway, yeah, another example, chadna means like a kind of climb. It depends basically during the situation, but here we are just like taking the example of the climb means also chadna. Like if you climb on the tree, you say right मैं दरख्त पे चढ़िया, because you did the activity. But if you say चढ़ाया, मैं ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦਰख्त ਤੇ ਚੜਾਇਆ, it means you help that person to climb on the tree. All right. So you can see the verb chadna when you do the activity, chadauna when you help somebody. So yeah, another example, khichna. Khichna means when you pull something. Khichona when you help somebody to pull something. All right. Khichna when you pull something. Khichona when you help somebody to pull something. All right. So I told you to tell you 10, but I told you, I think 13. I teach you 13 verbs, all right? I always deliver more what I promise, all right? So do you want more? Okay, let's go one more. Dhakna, all right? Dhakna means push. Dhakona, when you help somebody to push, all right? Dhakna, push, when you help somebody to push. All right, now it's 14. I taught you 14, man. You want one more? All right, go one more. Rona when you cry. Ravona when you make somebody cry. All right. Now I promise for 10 verbs, but I teach you 15 verbs. All right. So I deliver a lot more. So do you want more? No, man. It's gonna take me all day if I keep doing that. That's enough. All right. So anyway, I was in the hurry. I have to do a lot of other work. So yeah, I just find the time to make a podcast. And yeah, I know because it was 2 weeks I haven't make the podcast, so I thought like I need to find the time to make the podcast. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back with another lesson another day.